IELTS Listening, Section 4, you will hear a lecturer giving a lecture about the renewable energy sources. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now we shall begin. You should answer the question as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer the questions.
Hello, everyone. Today we'll be discussing renewable energy sources, which are becoming increasingly vital in the fight against climate change and the quest for a sustainable future. With rising global temperatures, energy shortages, and environmental degradation, the shift toward renewables is more important than ever. Let's begin with solar energy, arguably the most well-known of the renewable options. Solar panels, which you've probably seen on rooftops or in large open fields, work by capturing sunlight and transforming it into electricity. This process is made possible through photovoltaic cells, which respond to light by generating an electric current. What's remarkable is that the sun provides more energy in 1 hour than the entire planet consumes in a year. Of course, capturing and storing it efficiently remains a technical challenge. Next, we turn to wind energy. Wind turbines, those tall white structures with long blades, are designed to capture the kinetic energy of moving air. For them to be most effective, they're usually installed in regions with consistent high wind speeds, like coastal areas, hilltops, or open plains. The wind spins the turbine's blades, which then turn a generator to produce electricity. Then there's hydropower, which harnesses the movement of water to produce power. Typically, this involves a dam that stores a large body of water. When released, the force of the water spins turbines much like wind does. Hydropower is reliable and has been in use for over a century, providing stable energy for millions. Another promising source is geothermal energy, which draws heat from beneath the Earth's surface. This method is particularly effective in volcanic regions. One of the major benefits of geothermal systems is their extremely less carbon emissions, making them a clean and stable source of energy. Let's not forget about bioenergy, which is generated from organic matter like agricultural waste, wood, or even certain types of algae. This form of energy can be used for heating, electricity, or even fuel for vehicles. It's renewable because the materials used can be regrown or replenished naturally. One of the big reasons renewable energy is so crucial is because it helps reduce our reliance on relic fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas. These fuels release large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change, whereas renewables offer a cleaner alternative. However, renewable sources aren't without their limitations. For example, solar energy is highly dependent on weather conditions. On cloudy days or at night, solar panels produce significantly less energy. That's why storage solutions are just as important as generation. Another area of innovation is offshore wind farms, which are built out at sea, where wind speeds are often higher and more consistent than on land. These installations can generate large amounts of energy, though they require significant investment and maintenance. To encourage the adoption of green technology, many governments provide incentives such as tax breaks, grants, or subsidies. These efforts help businesses and homeowners afford the transition to sustainable energy sources. Finally, one key factor in the success of renewable energy is energy storage. With better batteries and smarter grids, it's now possible to store surplus energy during peak production times and use it when production drops. This technology is advancing rapidly and could revolutionize how we consume electricity. In conclusion, renewable energy isn't just a trend, it's the future. With proper investment, innovation, and support, these technologies can help us build a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable world. Thanks for tuning in. In our next lecture, we'll explore innovations in green transportation and their impact on urban living.
That is the end of Section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Please make sure you have transferred all your answers to the answer sheet correctly. The listening test is now over. You may now proceed to the reading section.